name is Camille Crosby. I've got my lovely assistant Bear here. Today I'm going to be talking about establishing leadership in your home, to take back control and to be the dog owner that your dog needs you to be, and to teach your dog how to be the dog that you need him to be. So 3 months ago, my dogs were not this good. They would frequently jump up on furniture. They would mark their territory on carpet or on my furniture or the Christmas tree. They slept on our bed with us because I wanted them to, and they basically just ran our schedules. My husband and I didn't feel like we could leave for more than an hour or two without really worrying about what kind of trouble they were getting into. They would often tear into treats or food, or they like to eat the leftover coffee or drink the leftover coffee, I should say. Or there was one time they got into a loaf of bread that I had freshly baked and was cooling on the counter, and they just decided to help themselves. But we decided that we needed to do something. So we went and we worked with a trainer. It's actually called Wasatch Canine Camp down in Orem, and we were able to learn incredible tools to communicate with them and to become the dog owners that they needed us to be. The biggest tip that I can give is to control your dog's resources. That's the biggest rule. Controlling the resources that your dog has is your biggest, that's your biggest tool. The resources that you can and should be controlling are food and water. This is the only way that Bear gets his food, is he works for it. If I turn my body, then he has to come in front of me and look at me. He has to sit, make eye contact, yes, before he gets his reward. Toys, he doesn't get to choose what he plays with. I get to decide if we're going to play tug of war or fetch, or if we're going to play with his favorite little plush piggy. I decide if he gets to come up on the furniture. I decide if he gets free time. He gets supervised free time every now and then. And most importantly for him is I decide when he gets affection. If he is being naughty, if he's barking at me, if he's begging for attention, he doesn't get it. But if he is a very good boy, yes, then he will get a love. He'll get some pets. And he knows that that's what he has to do. He has to earn it. He has to work. He has to work for his food as demonstrated. He also has to work for, yes, all of his playtime. We will normally go for a nice walk, and then we'll get to play with what I decide we want to play with. Dogs are naturally want a job. In the wild, they have to work for their food. They don't just, yes, they don't stumble across carcasses daily. They have to go out and they hunt. And dogs are the same. They still have those instincts. We are having some technical issues here, but that's all right. The next most important thing, aside from controlling your dog's resources, is giving them a safe space to let the information that they have learned and the problem solving that they have just done, they need time for that to sink in. Kennel. So this is his bedroom. This is his favorite place next to being on my lap when I allow him to be. And he sleeps in here. He spends 2 to 3 hours in here before coming out for a potty break, for structured activities, and then he goes back. Sometimes he's not always the best boy, but he knows where he's supposed to be. It's his respite from the world. If his brother is picking on him, or if he has just had a bath or had his nails clipped, and those are his probably 2 least favorite things in the world is having a bath or having his nails clipped. He just runs into here. This is his safe space. It's his own sanctuary, and it allows him to feel safe, not only here while we're at home and when he goes to bed, but if we're traveling, he gets to stay in his kennel that he's familiar with. If we go camping or if we are at a hotel, he doesn't need special accommodations. He has his bed and he doesn't want anything else. That's it. But overall, just having that relationship with your dog, building that foundation of being the person that controls the resources, allows your dog to view you as the giver of all good things, as the person who gives them their favorite toy, who feeds them, who allows them to have free time, who takes them on a walk and lets them smell all of the fun smells that are out there. The dog that you see here is not the same dog that he was 3 months ago, and his brother was also really naughty. Different problems, but they both had struggles. And they're not perfect dogs. Come. But they are good dogs. If you had told me that this behavior was what I would get from him before, a year or 2 ago, I would have done it so much sooner. So if you give yourself a month, give you and your dog a month. It's hard. I'm not going to lie. It's hard work and it's a lot of work. And you have to be extremely consistent or this isn't going to work. But establishing those boundaries and controlling your dog's resource is going to take the weight off of his shoulders, and he's going to be able to trust you and know that you are looking out for him. He doesn't have to look out for you. You get to be the pack leader instead of him. And it's going to improve every aspect of your relationship with your dog. And in my case, it's improved every aspect of the rest of my life too. I can go on dates with my husband without worrying. I can focus on school more, and I'm not worried about them while I'm at work. It's night and day. So try it for a month and just let the results speak for themselves.